Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
I want you to rage into the night. I want you to blaze into the light.
Oh, I'm so happy to be shooting this in LA. I love LA. I love it because I'm not from here, so I have perspective. I'm actually from Ohio. Yeah, that's right. That felt as welcoming as it should have. Man, if you've never been to Ohio, you don't got them. You absolutely don't. I don't care who died there. Send an email, okay? You do not have to go. It's so trash. Oh my God. I'm not even from like a fun part of Ohio. I didn't get like Cleveland or Cincinnati. Nothing fun. I'm from the middle of nowhere, like hour west of Columbus, surrounded by cornfields, country, the sticks we call it. Population like 1,500 people. Like the kind of small town where like the gas station's also the grocery store. You know what I mean? Fuck around, get some sandwiches and some diesel. You here? Why not save a trip? My hometown was so country, man. We used to have drive your tractor to school day. Swear to God. You guys remember School Spirit Week? Well, like every day of the week would have a theme to it, like pajama day or twin day. We would have one day in that week when like the rich kids would pull up and just fucking flex on us, John Deere style. And the women in my school would just get wet. He's got land! Because that's all people cared about where I was from, was fucking farming. Like, you didn't need 8 inches if you had 8 acres. Like, that was the biggest flex you could come with. You couldn't compete with a farmer. If he's plowing land, he could plow your bitch. Straight up. Nothing you could do. But it's the type of small town where, like, life just kind of dissipates. You know what I mean? Like, everyone lives the exact same life timeline. Like, you go to high school, you get pregnant, then you graduate, maybe, and then you get a job, get married, and so on and so forth. Then you die in this hometown. It's depressing. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do for fun there. Everybody just drinks and does drugs, but not cool like we do it. You know? Theirs is because they're sad. It's so depressing, man. I didn't realize drugs were as big of a problem when I was living there, but apparently it's gotten worse. I found out about 3 or 4 weeks ago, this kid who I went to school with, he was like 2 grades older than me. We didn't know each other too well, but there's only like 300 people in a school, so we kind of know each other. Found out like 3 or 4 weeks ago, this kid OD'd from heroin in this town at his job. The same job he got when we were in high school. He lived and died there, and obviously the whole town got together and they mourned the loss of their dealer. No, guys, don't get weird, okay? There's a silver lining moment. The whole town, I swear to God, they started a GoFundMe and they raised enough money so that they could get him a memorial bench at his favorite park, which I thought was a really sweet memento, you know, to provide other people seating to do their heroin. I've never done heroin, but I imagine you want to sit down. Okay, whatever. You guys don't know him. Okay, I'm just giving you a little perspective. I could have been a bench, okay? But I'm not. Nothing like where I'm from. It's so weird. I'm good looking. I don't like it any more than you guys do, okay? This is not good for comedy, okay? And it's so weird for me. My looks are so confusing to me because you guys haven't known me my entire life, so you have no context of this, but this shit just happened. Puberty hit me so disrespectfully late. I was ugly as shit for the first 22 years of my life. I was so ugly for so long. If I would have been on Wayfair, they would have returned me immediately. Like, I was so ugly. No, okay? I spent the first 22 years of my life building a personality for what? You think I need to be funny now? No, it's a fucking waste of my time, to be honest. It's gotten me nowhere. Oh, And it's so weird because when you spend so much of your life as one thing and then you're drastically changing to something else overnight, it fucks with you emotionally. Like it's still so new to me that I don't quite grasp it. I don't see myself that way. Like I know I look like every fuckboy ever, but I do identify as an ugly person. So I think that does technically make me trans. Trans handsome, transom. Wait till we get our bathrooms. It's gonna be all mirrors, bunch of pretty people doing cocaine. It's gonna be dope, and y'all can't come. It's so weird, man. It's such a drastic lifestyle change too, because people treat you so different. Like nobody likes attractive people, right? You assume their lives are easier. Like there's no sympathy for pretty people at all. Which is another thing you guys might not know about me is I have clinical depression and an anxiety disorder. And you guys are just waiting for the punchline. That's how fucked up it is that I can come up here and vent to y'all basically being like, help! And y'all like, get your cute ass out of here. And it's not funny. Awesome. Okay. It's so weird. There's no sympathy for pretty people. No one gives a fuck how sad you are if you have high cheekbones at all. People act like I don't have any problems at all. I could be crying my eyes out in bed, and people are just like, what could you possibly be so upset about, huh? I bet you're just swimming in pussy. And it's like, yeah. But, you know what I'm not swimming in? Self-confidence. Security, believe it or not. Someone who listens to me. I can't even hang myself because my jawline will cut the fucking line. And I'm just on the ground, handsome. Even if I did die, it's gotta be an open casket. People are like, God damn, he looks good in a suit. That's really nice. Blue is his color. That is nice. There's no sympathy for pretty people. You guys are lucky. Count your blessings, uggos. Shit ain't sweet up here either, okay? Everybody's dealing with shit. I just want you to remember that. Remember that. Next time you're in bed, having the worst day, crying your eyes out, and your friends are by your bedside or blowing up your phone, like, oh my God, are you okay? Is there anything we can do to make you feel better? What's wrong? Just remember, it means you're ugly. I don't make up the rules, okay? I'm sorry. If you were cute, they'd be like, get up, bitch, we're going to the club. 3 milli rocks. Be right back to you. No problem, but rules are rules. It's weird because it's given me the perspective of not judging people based on how they look. I'm a big fan of that. That's why I like the masks. Love it. You don't know who's ugly with a mask on, do you? It's kind of a fun game to play, isn't it? Just walking them through the grocery store like, does this bitch have a beak? Like, you don't know what people's situations are. You got to get to know them before you can judge. Like, you wouldn't be able to just assume I'm a douchebag if I have my mask on. You'd have no basis. I could walk into any Starbucks with my mask on. They would just think I'm any random lesbian. You know what I mean? I could be anybody. Could be anybody. Go in, they're like, what's your name? I'm like, Matt. They're like, you are so brave. And the code to your bathroom is 4. Man, the masks made it so hard to holler at people, didn't it? Because you don't know what 60% of their face looks like. That shit was so dangerous. You ever talk to somebody for a while and you're like, I gotta know. You gotta come up with some like cute, clever way to get them to pull their mask down. Say some dumb shit like, have you smiled today? You smile. I feel like you have a cute smile. Will you give me a smile real quick? And you've been chatting forever. All eyes. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I guess I could give you a little. Oh, God damn it! Oh my God! I talked to you for an hour. Gave you my time. I had no idea.
I want you to rage into the night. I want you to blaze into the light.